Am I the bad guy for getting upset at my boyfriend for being overly into trans men? I am a 23-year-old man, and I have been in a relationship with my boyfriend, who is 24, for nearly 3 years. I love him deeply, and for most of our time together, I have felt secure and happy. But something has shifted in the past few months, and I am struggling to process it. He has become distant, especially when it comes to intimacy. We do not sleep together as often as we used to, and when we do, it feels like he is just going through the motions. He barely initiates anymore, and when I try, he sometimes seems uninterested or distracted. At first I thought maybe it was stress or something unrelated to us. I even considered that he might be dealing with personal struggles he did not feel comfortable sharing. But then I started noticing a pattern. He was spending a lot of time online looking at trans men. At first I brushed it off. I figured he was just being supportive, following people for educational reasons. Or maybe he was simply interested in their stories. But as time went on, I realized his entire social media feed was filled with trans men, before and after transition pictures, progress updates, and, overwhelmingly, thirst traps. I noticed that he was constantly liking and commenting on posts, engaging with the content in a way that seemed more than just casual interest. When I checked his phone once, not proud of it, but curiosity got the best of me, I saw that nearly all of the explicit content he had saved featured trans men. What really threw me, though, was the way he talked about it. He would make comments like, "It is so hot that trans men are guys, but with a different part down there." One time he outright said, "A guy with a vagina is just insanely attractive to me." Hearing that made me feel like I was lacking something fundamental, like I could never truly be what he wanted. It was as if my body, the one he had once been so drawn to, was now not enough. Another thing he has said is how much he loves how trans men's bodies look masculine, but still have a certain softness to them. The way he talks about it, it is almost as if they are a unique category of men he finds especially desirable, as if they have something I could never offer him. It is not just attraction, it is a fixation, an obsession that has left me feeling inadequate in ways I never had before. Normally, if I felt my partner was losing interest in me, I would try to work on myself, maybe go to the gym more, change my style, put in extra effort to reignite the spark. But this is not something I can change. I cannot become a trans man. It is not something I can compete with, and that realization has been gnawing at me. It has started to affect my self-esteem, making me second-guess everything about our relationship. I wonder if he even sees me the same way anymore, or if I am just a shadow of what he used to desire. Eventually, I could not keep pretending it was not bothering me, so I brought it up to him. I told him I felt like he was not as attracted to me anymore, and that I was struggling with how much of his focus seemed to be on trans men. I admitted that it made me feel insecure, like I was not what he truly desired. He did not get angry or defensive, but he did dismiss my concerns, telling me I was being ridiculous. He said he has always been into trans men, and that it is just a preference, like someone preferring brunettes over blondes. He even laughed a little, as if my worries were unfounded, as if it was absurd for me to feel this way. I do not want to be the kind of partner who tries to dictate what my boyfriend finds attractive. I do not want to be jealous or unreasonable, but at the same time, I do not know how to be okay, knowing that what excites him most is something I could never be. How am I supposed to feel like more than just a temporary option until he finds someone who actually fits his ideal? Now I feel guilty for even bringing it up. I do not want to seem transphobic or like I am shaming him for what he is drawn to. But I also feel like I am losing him, and there is absolutely nothing I can do about it. I lie awake at night wondering if I am overreacting, if this is all in my head, or if, deep down, I already know the answer. I am not enough for him anymore, and maybe I never was.